Hi guys, welcome once again to Blacklist. I remembered to unmute my mic to start this broadcast tonight, so I'm already one up on where we were last time. As you can see, we are all in different places this evening. At the moment, I'm joined by Dylan and James. James, he's in a fantastic mood, by the way, and we are going to be shooting the breeze with you for the next hour or so. Well, we'll see how long it goes on for. We never know how long these things are going to go on for. We never really have a plan. But jump online, get in the chat, get involved, and let us know what's going on with you. James, how are you doing?
I am tip top of the world, Will.
James, how are you?
That's right.
How are you actually doing?
Did you detect a small level of sarcasm there? If you
Smidge.
did, well done. You win today's prize.
Ooh, what is that?
Emptiness.
Oh, goodness me. And on that absolutely gorgeous note, we're going to move over to Dylan. Dylan, how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Tired. I'm really tired, actually.
Tired?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because I had to carry 20 kilos of speakers for a mile earlier to get him home.
That's that's unfortunate.
I know, right?
Seaton Davies says, great to see you guys. Great to see you as well. Right, so we've got some things to talk about. Let's start by chatting about merch. Now, I'm not going to spend a long time trying to flog our wares to you guys again. We mentioned it on the stream last week. Well, no, not last week, because we didn't do one, but the week before. And the reason I'm bringing it up now is because there was a number of people who, at our gig on Saturday night, which we'll talk about in more detail in a bit, but there were a number of people at that gig who asked us if they could buy our merch. And unfortunately, we are still waiting for the delivery of the t-shirts. I've spoken to the supplier and they have said that they should be with us by Tuesday. But we do have the hats. The hats are here, so if you've only ordered a hat, you should hopefully have your hat by now. But if you've ordered a bundle, that is what we are waiting for. But if you were at the gig on Saturday at Fuel, thank you very much for coming, by the way, but if you were there and you wanted to buy a shirt, what we are doing for you tonight whilst the stream is running, if you head on over to the web store right now, I might leave this running for maybe an hour after the stream, so you don't have to run away whilst we're on. You can do it as the stream ends. But if you pick yourself up a bundle, in the discount code section, if you type in BLKLST, you'll get the shipping knocked off, and that is to, you wouldn't have paid shipping had you bought it at the gig, so now you won't pay shipping if you buy it online this evening. We'll leave that code running, like I said, for a couple of hours because we are really nice like that. So do take advantage whilst you can. Right, let's go back to what we were talking about before, which is the gig on Saturday. Now, you may or may not know that Dylan, although he's been in the band for what feels like forever, that was actually his first gig with us. He joined just before the world got turned upside down. So, Dill, let's go to you. How was that gig for you, mate?
It was actually one of the most terrifying gigs I've ever done. And I've done quite a few of them over the course of my life.
Why so terrifying?
Well, because, we've been, rehearsing, when we could, obviously. We've been writing music together, recording an album together, and just, it felt surreal that I hadn't even gigged with you yet. It was mind-boggling. That's the only way I can describe it, honestly.
Did you enjoy it, though?
Oh, I loved it. Every second of it.
Good.
I was only, terrified up until going on, because as soon as we went on, he was gone, and I was just like, oh, yeah, there we go.
Well, that's awesome. Now, I have to say, James, lives for live, and I am like the complete opposite of James. So when you say it was terrifying, Dill, just know that I was right in the headspace with you, right up until the Wednesday. So my anxiety was just going up and up and up and up and up, like incrementally, as we approached that gig.
Yeah.
But when we saw Bring Me the Horizon on Wednesday at the Motor Point, like something in my head just like, and I was like, shit, man, like they do this, we want to do that, like we've got to get on and do it. And actually, I decided to, like I said on the evening, doing what you can to control what you can when other things are out of control. So I decided to go full on insane with my makeup and paint myself with war paint for the first time ever, to hide behind something. And it was really helpful for me, actually. It really helped me to get on stage and do that for the first time in almost 2 years. So I'm glad to know that I wasn't anyone that was really scared.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah,
you were doing sick as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looked awesome.
And we should do it. You should do it every gig.
I'm thinking I will. I'm thinking I'll do some weird iterations on the makeup for each gig going forward.
That'd be cool.
James, how did you feel?
I know what you mean about feeling nervous. I was actually terrified before going on. I normally don't get nervous prior, in the days coming up to the gig, but with the atmosphere and bands and people there, and not having done a gig in like 2 years, all of a sudden there was a sharp focus of, oh right, this is what it's like. But like you guys, once you get on and the backing track started, you were away, and all that hard work and practice goes into the performance. And it sounds like we had a good gig, and it was really quite cool in the end. I did have a tech failure, which is great. The wheel of my bloody amp fell off, which isn't, it's not like you need the wheel to play, but I had images of the whole cab and head going, of the first song. And I got to say thank you to James the tech, who jerry rigged,
I did see that.
I saw him with like little bits of wood and things put underneath the amp just to stop it from toppling over.
James, you were asking me for a multi-tool.
Yes.
Can you sort that out?
Oh Christ!
Guess what I found like half hour later.
Hey, Scott has joined us. Scott, how you doing?
I'm all right. Well, I'm not bad, thanks. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit waylaid there for a second, but I'm here now. Sorry, I'm late, everyone. I have arrived.
It's good to see you. We were just discussing Saturday at Fuel.
Yeah, indeed.
How was that for you, sir?
It was a bit of a mix. I mean, don't get me wrong. Overall, I think outwardly it was all like, wow, you guys amazing, and such a tight band, and blah blah blah. But yeah, it doesn't ever feels like that on stage. It's like, is that riff? Okay, yeah. Oh God, it's Death Throne, right? Hang on, and then poof, it's gone. So,
wow.
But yeah, it's one of life's permanent disappointments. I think is that when you're on stage, you can't really experience what it's like to see what the band are like. Like even on videos, it's kind of not the same. You know what I mean? It's like you can't experience that crowd experience. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, I would say.
Sure. Well, I'm going to jump to a review because just like the critics reviews for the new James Bond film are in, and they are hailing it as the greatest success of all time, so too are the reviews of the Black Lakes gig from Saturday night. And I'm going to read this to you now because I've not read it yet. I know that James has seen it. I don't think, Dylan, have you read it?
No, I haven't.
And Scott, you've not read it?
No.
I don't think so.
So
to me, as far as yeah.
I'm going to read this out now live on the stream for the first time. Let's hope it's kind, because otherwise it'll be really, really damaging. This is taken from ERB's website. So, first band out of the blocks tonight is Chepstow's Black Lakes. This is the first time the six-piece have played live since the pandemic hit. But from the instrumental opening track of their 7-song set, they play off with an invigorating energy and seemingly no dust to shake off. Frontman Will Preston's glowing red mic stand is very much a focal point, and as he introduces the new tune Avarice, the band get into their stride using every inch of the stage. Drummer Daffyd Fuller takes a turn on the mic for some screaming whilst he beats away at the kit. The sound from these 6 accomplished musicians fills the room as last single Fragments follows, and Will's vocals soar, weaving in and around the instrumentation, captivating the audience. Guitarist Dylan Burris' hair flies around as he plays, with Will's headbanging between vocals adding to the onstage spectacle. The set continues with The Divide, which has some of the audience singing along, and new song Verity in Flames. All the songs from tonight's set are taken from the band's long-awaited debut album, which Will tells us will be out early next year. The epic Death Throne follows, and the band's excitement and energy is palpable, oozing out of every pore as they headbang and transferring into the audience. All too soon, it's time for set closer Dissident, which is performed under dramatic red lighting. Will is incredibly animated, breathing life into the lyrics with his expressions and that dynamic voice, ably backed by guitarists James Rowland and Scott Bradshaw. This is a band whose live performance invades all your senses. They are utterly enchanting and deserving of a bigger stage where they could really let rip. Boom. That's fairly kind. I want to be in that band.
Yeah, me too.
They sucked, right? Wow. Oh, that's pretty nice. Well, thank you very much, ERB.
Yeah.
Very kind. We are grateful, very grateful.
That is very, very kind.
Did you guys, I know I was a little bit late, did you guys cover like the absolute masses of room we had up there?
I did, yeah, I mean it was tight. It's not the biggest stage for 6 of us.
It was usually pretty good. Last time I remember having a whole like side bit, but obviously with full bands there was a lot of menagerie, a lot of gear on stage, and I was like, hi Dylan, welcome to my stockhead.
Yeah.
I was stabbing Will the whole night in the back in his back.
Every time I moved slightly to the left or slightly to the right, I just felt like a guitar head just smacked me. Either it was yours or Lee's, just on either side of me. I like that they said that the energy was oozing off us. I think that was just pure gallons of sweat.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah, there was plenty oozing off me.
I had to peel my hair. I had to peel my hair off my face afterwards.
I saw some shots today, Dill. They caught you in mid.
Yeah, I know. I really liked that shot.
It was awesome. It was a really good shot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's like, ooh, that's maybe one of your finest Black Light shots so far.
Is that the one?
It was a good moment. What was that, James?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, is that the one? But I just remembered we're in a weird situation this evening where. Oh yeah, you can see me now. You can see me on the stream, but they cannot. So the guys can't actually see me in real time. They can only see me as you see me, which is about 10 seconds behind the conversation. So they can hear me live, but they can't see me live.
Which is definitely a bit weird, a bit random.
It's only going to get more strange as I go on and forget.
But hopefully get a hold of you. Well,
Hey, Will, do a little shout out to people.
You do a shout out. Who are we shouting out to, James?
Well, I'm just reading through now that we've got Seaton Davis on with us. Kaz is with us. Black Sunshine is with us. Teresa is with us. George Hill. I think Claire's listening in. And Claire's cringing.
Claire is cringing because we just read her review. Claire, it's funny because Claire from ERB sent me the link to the review about 2 minutes before we went live, and I clicked it and left it so that I could read it live, and she sent me a follow-up message saying, "You've not said anything. Do you hate it?" I was just like, no.
So was that the first time you'd heard that live, Will? Did you read that out loud? That was the first time you read it, right?
Yep.
Wow, man. I mean, like, geez, Like literally Blacklist. I've not heard that before. So you're having it at the same time as the band.
I was waiting for like the midpoint where I had to start ad-libbing because it was like Will's vocals were terrible, and I'm reading it going, Will's vocals were transcendent.
I got paid at least 5 F sharps where he should have been G sharps. I think Claire's just commented about how sweaty we were. I got to be honest, Claire. I don't think I've ever been more sweaty in my life.
I haven't.
I was literally swimming inside my own clothes. The thing is, I don't know what it was about that day. It wasn't that hot, but somehow, humidity-wise, I know I'm saying massive problem here.
I think
so sweaty.
I think, mate, I know what it was. It was almost 2 years of pent-up gig sweat coming out all at once.
Absolutely. It was just so. What's the word I want to use carefully? It was just a very moist experience.
Helen's just joined the stream.
Very moist, like. I was really worried that Claire noticed, like, that's how bad it was, like how wet we were.
Listen, we were working hard. We worked the stage hard. We always worked performance hard, and you know, I loved it. I always loved playing live, and it's nice that we got. It's always nice to be liked, isn't it? And it's nice to be supported, and chatting with people afterwards and hanging out is another part of the fun of it. And that was so cool. another part that I've missed as well. And you might have heard me talk about I'm a bit nervous about going back out there, but it was really easy and it was really cool. It was it was just natural to do what we did. From the performance to the socials to hanging out, and it felt really good. It felt really good, and I want to go back and do it again, please.
Well, we will.
Yes, we will. Yes, please.
I definitely think it'll make the next one a bit smoother because you're like, okay, I've got that out of my way now after 2 years. A couple more shout outs. I think Helen from Gloucester. Hello.
Yeah, Helen. She was at the gig.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. I wasn't feeling particularly well that day, so I don't feel I was my best form afterwards. So if I didn't say hello or something, please don't take it as a slight. I was away with the fairies at times. And then Christy Nixon, thank you very much. An awesome review. Nice to have you on board, Christy. Welcome.
Welcome.
Not Kirsty. It's Kirsty, not Christy.
Kirsty, sorry. Jesus, I need to get my eyes tested.
You do.
Sorry.
Scott, you're gone, Scott.
Just in case you didn't know, Dylan, like, literally without his glasses, is screwed to the point where he couldn't even find his own way home. He would be absolutely ruined.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to like be a Black Lakes fan and kidnap Dylan, like, all you need to do, take his glasses, and basically he's your slave forever. You'll never be able to leave you because he won't know where he's going. So,
please don't. So we kind of needed to. He's quite good.
No, I'm not advocating actual kidnap of band members, but the Blacklist, man, they should have a free member sent to their house. I think that's reasonable.
The best joke in the entire Wreck-It Ralph is when he's got those glasses and he says, "You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you?" And he grabs off his face and smacks him with them, and he goes, "Oh, you hit a man with glasses. Very clever." Very good.
Yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one.
I love that Will's bringing out the Wreck-It Ralph puns. Like, that was something I didn't expect this evening.
Wreck-It Ralph's Wreck-It Ralph's one of my favourites, mate.
Yeah, I quite like that.
You can expect the references to get more and more obscure when the Kraken is on free flow.
I feel like we should definitely open this up immediately to the feed. So everybody, what do you think? Wreck-It Ralph or Ralph Breaks the Internet?
Ooh.
Which one are you going to pick? And let's see what the Blacklist say about their preferred.
There's no choice.
Movie. What
you got? Voice crack, then. Jeez.
Yeah. You got passionate.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Do you think it's hands down? Do you for Ralph Breaks the Internet?
All the way.
No, for Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, do you think so? The OG. See, I like the second one. I do like the second one. I like the first one, but it's a bit too, Super Mario Pac-Man for me. I think the second one had more breadth. And it was, a wider piece of art. Stay
tuned for the next 40 minutes to hear Black Lakes break down every Disney, Pixar, whatever these are, films that we...
I could go.
A bit of Fantasia.
Yes, the Fantasia hoodie. I do love that. That is awesome.
Fantasia for me.
I have somebody agree with me in chat.
James, yeah.
Yay! Hey, Mandy.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Hi, Mandy. Mandy 100% agrees with you, James. Wow. Wreck-It Ralph 100%. It wasn't even a debate for her about Ralph Breaks the Internet.
It was simpler times, man, before the
I
internet.
told you.
That was big statement.
If I
there
may
from Mandy
interject,
Snowblood.
right? This is the problem with the internet, right? Polarization of views. Yeah, there's no middle ground. There's no middle ground here. It's either A or B.
You're
right?
wrong.
And people get really vexed about. Why you say A? It's got to be B. No, it's not B. It's A. Well, hang on a second. Can we just agree, right? That I don't know, Luca. You know, can we agree on Luca? Yeah.
Luca's good. I like that.
Luke's all right.
That was really good.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
really
and that's
enjoyed
what
it.
the internet needs. It needs more of that middle ground.
If anything, I would say Luca is a return to form.
I'm not entirely sure where we're going or how we've got here. But if we remember that before we started talking about Ralph, and I believe that might have even been my fault, so I apologise. We were talking about us as a band and playing live. So I feel that maybe at this point it's worth just mentioning that the next chance you have to see us live is on November 12th. Oh, I'm so Americanized. I'm so sorry. November 12th. That is unacceptable. The next chance you have to see us live is the 12th of November.
Yes.
We are supporting the awesome After Smoke Clears at the Green Rooms. And I'm not even going to say where it is because I'll just get mocked for my pronunciation.
It's Treforest, isn't it, bad?
Treforest.
Treforest.
I mean, of all the
Forest.
takeaways from Saturday night, one of my favourites is the fact that like straight after Avarice finishes, and I'm so amped up, and I grab the mic and I'm like, "Good evening, everybody. We're Blacklist from Chepstow," and this guy in the audience just goes, "Chepstow," mocks the. I was like, "All right, mate."
Yeah.
Ooh, Chepstow.
I know
Chepstow.
You literally had a ooh whens moment. It literally was. Like,
Yeah.
It was quite funny.
From now on, I'm going to let you guys do all the Welsh place names because apparently I am not qualified to do
We've got to
so.
catch up on some things here. So Black Sunshine again agreeing that both are good, but if she was pushed, we'd go for the original. Respect that. More Pixar talk from Mandy Snowblood. There you go, Will. You got to give people what they want. It was all about the Pixar. Pixar cover song. That's a good debate. I like that one in a minute.
I like that one.
We would definitely never diss our American friends, Black Sunshine, not in the slightest.
Oh, no.
Although she says laugh out loud, I can't blame you. So yeah, what would you do? Pixar cover.
Oh, what about the from Wall-E? No one would expect that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. I do love Wall-E. That would be a good one. I mean, if I was going to broaden the spectrum of outside of Pixar films, the one I've always really wanted to cover is the Super Mario Brothers Underground level. But,
Have you seen that they've cast the new film?
Yeah, it's all A-list actors.
It's insane. Chris Pratt is playing Mario.
Yeah, and
Chris Pratt is Mario. What?
And Jack Black is Bowser.
Yeah.
Jack Bowser. Okay, I can work with that. That's okay.
And some guy I've never heard of is Luigi. Sorry, that guy.
I mean, maybe it's a bit on the blacklist, but maybe we do need to like talk about gaming and stuff. Because I know, Will, you're a big gamer and
I am.
play a lot of Overwatch. And I know
Will's the biggest,
Dylan
yeah.
games, and so
Well,
maybe it's a topic that.
I'll tell you,
like to get-
on the subject of gaming and the internet, something that happened yesterday that really made me laugh. So I was at work and I was killing time by reliving nostalgia from a game that I used to love in the Command and Conquer series. So I don't know how many people out there are familiar with Command and Conquer, but they used to use, instead of doing CG video for all the cutscenes, they would use real actors, and as they got bigger budgets, they would try and get in bigger actors. But it was still kind of people that you weren't overly familiar with doing all the cutscenes. Now, when they got to Command and Conquer Red Alert 3, at the time, you kind of I was younger and I didn't really appreciate some of the people in there, but looking back on it, I was like, Jesus, this cast is insane. So this is one game they've got, and I'll read my tweet verbatim for you.
Okay, cool.
My tweet is: Tim Curry, Greg Ellis, Peter Stormare, Jonathan Price, J.K. Simmons, George Takei, Jenny McCarthy, Gemma Atkinson, Ric Flair, Jamie Chung, Autumn Reeser, Randy Couture, Holly Valance, Malcolm McDowell, and more. Man, Command & Conquer Red Alert 3 had a huge cast for a video game. Now that was my tweet, right?
Yeah.
I didn't tag any of those people. I just wanted to put that out there into the ether, right? That tweet got 1 like, and it was from the second actor I had mentioned, Greg Ellis, which to me, not only is that amazing, but it makes me believe that Greg Ellis is searching for himself on Twitter.
Yeah, that's not true.
Now, Greg Ellis, for those who don't know, played one of the more forefront sailors in the Pirates of the Caribbean films.
Yeah.
Jesus, Will, you're a veritable banquet of information this evening.
I know, right?
The only thing I really like, I used to like when they were together, a band called the Two Cooper Temple Calls.
Yeah.
And one of their biggest songs was Blind Pilots, and they had a very cool video, and I didn't think much of it at the time. But going back a few years later, I was like, shit, that's Michael Fassbender.
That's
so
Magneto!
Yeah, Michael Fassbender's in the Cooper Temple Clause video, and now it has more streams because of Fassbender than the band. I'm like, no, come here for Fassbender.
Yeah,
come
man.
here for the tune. But yeah, like Fassbender, I would love. Imagine that, having Fassbender in your video. Very fine actor, in my opinion.
We need to do that. We need to get more people in our more people who are willing to be in our videos. Bless Charlotte, the last person to be in one of our videos, because obviously we really put her through it. But
Not like we call Black Dry or Black.
Black Kushti.
There's an aquatic nature based on the name, you know. There's going to be water involved.
If you're going to be in one of our videos, you're going to have a bad time.
Do you think if we ever needed a crowd and we put a shout out, people, on the Blacklist would get involved?
Yeah.
I would like to hope so.
If anyone would like to be in a Black Lakes video, and obviously able, we haven't got an idea yet. This is literally just us making it as we go. I would love that. I'm actually, funny enough, this is nobody even in the band with this. I'm working on a demo at the moment, a new song, and I've tentatively titled it Blacklist because I tend to title things that around the topic people doing at the time. So there is a song coming at the moment called Blacklist. So I don't know, maybe one day that'll be the video that we get members of the Blacklist into, which would be quite
That'd be cool.
That would be
that is cool.
Back on the topic of games, Will.
Go on.
Have you seen the Sombra buffs for Overwatch 2?
Yeah, I have.
They are ridiculous.
No, they're not. I don't think they did very well to explain them. I think
because they look ridiculous reading them.
So they've made a hack so that she gets that damage buff, but only she gets that damage buff, not the rest of the team. And I apologise to everyone watching who has no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, like totally with that damage buff. Yeah, mate, definitely.
No, it was the fact that she doesn't have to like become visible again to hack stuff. That pushes her over the edge for me.
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. I am really, I am big in my on my Overwatch. I can't help it. I do love, and if anyone wants to play, I play on the PC, but now it's cross-platform, so it's open season.
It is, yeah.
If you guys want to get involved, send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. We'll play some Overwatch because I am well up for that. I don't get to play enough, and I would love to. Overwatch is all about playing as a team, so it'd be really cool to actually play with people regularly. I know that Mandy Snowblood has said a few times that she'll play Overwatch with me, and we just haven't got to it. But like at some point, it would be awesome to. Maybe we can get to. John Davis has a World of Warcraft clan. Do you know that? He has a very reputable World of Warcraft clan that he runs. Maybe we can have an Overwatch clan. Maybe we can have a Black Lakes Overwatch clan.
Maybe so. I'd have to know. I'd have to learn how.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to have to feign an interest. You're going to have to pretend. Hey Scott, who do you main?
Yeah. I'm like totally with that guy mainly. Yeah.
Good. We're on to something.
I really think it's we've got two people that want to be involved in the video, but neither can swim. So
I'll tell you what, we can get them involved.
Attracting unswimming related fans, which is quite interesting.
We can get them involved, and they can either be the
or have a dry land video maybe.
Oh wow, that is definitely.
Oh, that's pushing the boat out.
Oh dear.
No, it's not.
Wait a second.
But there's a reason. There's a reason you shouldn't be live, Dill.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I thought it was better than your flipping. What was your pun earlier about? Oh god, it's terrible. Can't even remember it was that bad. But
you blocked it out because you knew you'd never do better.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Just love Super Mario and Super Mario Kart, and just got a total Super Mario obsession. So I can Nintendo out with anyone. If I'm looking forward to those days on the bus where I school all of you on Mario Kart.
I do need to get myself a Switch before that happens.
I'm like, time and attention, my friends. Time and attention. So that should be good fun.
What else is going on Black Lakes wise? Anything else that we should talk about that's not Super Mario Kart or Mandy wants to? No, we're not going to drown you. Criminy heck, no.
No. I mean, not film it as well. Anyway, that'd be.
We're getting dark. We're going to a dark place.
Yeah, no. Sonic the Hedgehog was better. Wow, man, this is that's a strong thing. I loved a bit of Sonic. Don't get me wrong.
We'll cut it here. We'll cut it here.
Yeah. But if one game that you can take for the rest of your life, I'll take. I would happily have Sonic, but I'd take Super Mario.
What do you mean by have Sonic?
Well, you know what I mean. Like if it was like Sonic or Overwatch.
It's getting more blue than Sonic in this room.
Yeah.
So, when I was younger and a little bit bigger, I was more inclined to relate to Mario. The guy was short and rotund, and he could still get the princess.
Yeah.
Sonic was just Sonic was every kid at school with an attitude, anyone could be Sonic as long as you could move quickly and gel your hair.
The Sonic movie was quite good. I was surprised.
I've not seen it.
It's actually quite good. Surprised me.
I thought it was pretty good.
Jim Carrey in there turning into what's his name, Dr. Egghead. It's pretty cool.
Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, Dr. Eggman was it? Okay, sorry, God.
Alex the Kid. George Hill is showing his age.
I remember that though. Yeah, definitely with the Master System on it on the Mega Drive. I think Alex Kidd was it Sega thing. I'm pretty sure.
Sega. Yeah, man.
I love George Hill.
Yeah, I definitely think we should get back onto the song that we would do from Pixar.
I'll tell you what was better than Alex. I'll tell you what was better than Alex Kidd. Pong. Now that was a real hero. That little rectangle. What a hero that guy was. Every kid wanted to be him. Every woman wanted to be with him.
Dylan's like, what's Pong? Other than a word for a snail.
Yeah, I think Dylan's like, oh shit, yeah, I think I did Pong last weekend when I was in a club.
Hey, I'm hoping this will appeal to everyone across the place because who didn't love Castlevania, right? Gothic music.
I got Pong on my watch.
What's that?
I got Pong on my watch.
I think Castlevania was a bit of a sexual awakening.
Yeah, I love Castlevania. I thought that was a great game. That was pretty cool. Hell yeah, Pong! You're getting the proper shouts out.
Yes.
Amazing. Well, we've got more gigs, haven't we? But they're not announced yet, so I don't suppose we can say them yet. But there are more gigs coming.
There are gigs in the pipeline.
We can talk about the green rooms, and we can talk about
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
November 25th in Bristol.
When's that? 25th.
Yeah. 25th of November, Bristol. Yeah.
And we're playing with Amongst Liars and Verdi White.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Yeah,
That should be fun.
same. It's really interesting because obviously the one in Treforest on the 12th is going to be heavy, like brutal
Yeah.
heavy.
I fight bears, massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big heavy show. And then 25th is going to be a lot more kind of, melody and rock, and it's going to be a really interesting contrast. It's fascinating being in a band because you always normally you're either the lightest or the heaviest band on the bill. And you either come on and like, wow, and everyone's like, whoa, this is a bit much. Or you get on, everyone's like, oh, these guys don't really play metal. They're just kind of a bit nice. So, yeah, it's going to be a fascinating.
The weirdest thing about that though is that in my last band, I genuinely thought like, oh, we have this real problem that we're either coupled together with like really heavy bands because like the image, or we're coupled together with really light bands because of whatever, and then we end up being the heaviest. And I thought, well, thank God I've left that behind, because with Blacklist, like, there'll be no mistake in what we do, and yet we're in the same boat. Like, there's no, and that's no slight on any of the bands we've played with to date. Like, I've really enjoyed every gig we've played, but I do feel like we're either the heaviest or the lightest band, and I know that new metal is having a resurgence. It's bubbling up, this whole metal alt rock thing that's going on, but we need to find these bands to play with, because like I said, we have a great time on the gigs we're playing, but we don't always fit that comfortably into the bill, and I feel like we can find these bands.
That's why you were putting that message out on Blacklist about who do you want to see us with, because we're looking for not a band that sounds like us, but a band that we can go into that situation and come out and go, yeah, that was like in a bracket, that was like, we weren't the softest, we weren't the the loudest, we were complementing each other's sound in a different way, but it's always been the case, isn't it?
Definitely.
Fair point.
George says, are there any local venues that you would love to play but are yet to? The Castle.
Yeah,
it would be cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play the CIA, as I would call it, at some point.
Is that Motorpoint?
Yeah, by the Motorpoint. I mean, that would be. We're not quite arena ready yet, but that would be really nice.
Yeah, I've always liked to play in front of 7,500 people. Yeah, okay, nice. Take it. Nice. Yeah.
I mean, it was playing the Bath. I was called before it. We've got people asking about the 25th. So just to be clear, the 25th is at the Thunderbolt in Bristol. Well, technically, I think it's slightly outside Bristol, but it's Bristol if you're not super local, and that's with Verity White.
Isn't it? I thought it was right in Bristol, Thunderbolt.
Yeah, well, it's not far outside, but it's not like city centre. It's just slightly after that.
Oh yeah. It's up. It's up right near where Ardman has their home base. So if you like Wallace and Gromit, come see us at the Thunderbolt on the 25th, and you'll get to enjoy a subpar band playing live, whilst also knowing that you're close to where Wallace and Gromit was made.
But and then also
I'll be coming just to that.
Yeah, absolutely. More cheese Gromit. And if you want to come and see us in the green rooms as well on the 12th of November, if you're Welsh side, that's fine. And Claire makes an interesting point. Yeah, we probably weren't the heaviest or the lightest on Saturday. Yeah. Who would you say was heavy in this, Claire? I suppose I'm just trying to think.
I'm guessing Etherfield, possibly.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know what? Like I've listened to Etherfield's album, and it is really astonishingly, like, technically incredible.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Loved them.
Yeah, those guys, they are, and I say kids not in a degrading way. Like, I just mean they are upsettingly talented at a young age, much like Dylan. They are going to definitely go a long way, and it is my hope that Dylan will carry us a long way.
Will, by the way, Will does like this band, although if you ever listen to him, you'll feel like he just thinks we're the worst thing ever, which we are.
No, I'll tell you what, I played the album to my brother, and the one thing he said was, and you can take this as comment like as a positive or a negative. He said, you know what, when I listen to that, the one thing that really shines through is that you guys sound like the music that you love. And I thought that was really cool.
That is pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, I do think we're. I think
So I don't hate this band. I just enjoy self-deprecating humour. It's better that I tear myself apart than other people do it for me.
Ooh, I don't know. So a couple of things, but I've got an error message on the stream at the moment. So I don't know whether that's affecting anyone else.
I don't know. We're still going as far as I'm aware.
Okay, cool. Maybe just my thing here. And we're saying George is saying Blacklist, Kane, and Planet Fatale, and South of Salem would be a great lineup.
So Kane definitely. Yeah, I'd love to go on a bill with Kane.
That would be cool.
I don't know Planet Fatale, and this is why this is so invaluable. Is people need to reach out and just tell us, like.
Yeah, definitely. No errors at Black Dance on the stage. So
thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah, we do, because my stream is completely
gone. Kaz got an error, but she's refreshed it.
Okay, not just me then, which is cool. Weird.
That is weird.
Come back.
Slightly annoying.
Yeah, never mind. Anyway, carry on that.
Where were we? Oh my goodness, we've been streaming for a long while.
25 minutes, and there's still people here, which is cool.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
What did
Can
you
I
say?
just say, if you haven't already, again, it really helps us reach more people if you like and subscribe and turn the bell notification on if you haven't already. It just helps us gain more traction, and if you could do that one thing for us, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's the whole YouTube thing that you see everyone say, hey, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and the dooba-dabba-dee-ba-dabba. Yeah.
We're so good at the social media stuff, right? Yeah, do that stuff, and
Look,
you're right, James. You're right. It's
well
the
done.
world of album.
Well done for remembering, James. Yeah, Blacklist, as we said last time, Blacklist is our attempt to get ourselves over in terms of like engagement and hoping that we can actually have the conversation. So, I'm being distracted by George. I'm always distracted by George. I found Planet Fatale recently from Cambridge, female vocalist, really good debut, heavy bluesy stoner fusion. I am going to check that out as soon as the stream finishes. Thank you, George.
Yeah. And Black Sunshine saying James already done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we get really good at this, like, because at the moment I'm confused about where my hand goes, and you guys are blocking out the lower part of my screen on this side, so I can't say, hey, click the bell, because they can't see my arms. If I say click the bell over here, I'm pointing at Dylan and James.
I should be able to do it. Here we go.
Ding ding
Don't forget to
ding.
press subscribe and click the bell icon by here-ish.
Over there.
Oh, it was the wrong way round. I flipped on the...
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Perfect.
That's fine then. There we
I
go.
love that somebody, Claire Hill saying, get a room, you two. I don't know.
No, that's to me and to George.
Oh, I see. Because you're having a bit of learning. That's fine, man. Yeah. Anyone that wants to help us, I think we should get in a room with them immediately, Will, and do whatever it takes.
Look, George.
Yeah,
George, if you want to get a room, all right, again.
exactly. So, Rocking Out With said, what do you think of the album, Will? And I assume you know what they mean by the album.
Well, I assume they mean Korn's latest album. No, I don't know. Do they mean our album?
I don't know. They put the as if it was absolutely known. I mean,
what do I think to the album?
Well, let's presume it's our album.
Well, I'd hope that's what we're talking about. I mean, it'd be a very, very obscure hint if they wanted me to guess which album was the album. But honestly, oh, Claire. Honestly, I have listened to the album quite a lot, and sometimes because I'm trying to get my head around like where we go next and like sonically just trying to absorb it all. When I listen to the album, to be clear, is in demo form for half of it, so it's not all completed tunes. They're completed now, but the ones we've got are not finished. When I listen to them, I get a little kick when I'm driving through Bristol and I've got my windows down and I pull up at some traffic lights and the people next to me, I'm thinking, you guys are hearing the Blacklist sound before it comes out. Honestly though, I am super proud of this album. If COVID, for every bad thing that COVID has brought, and there have been many bad things, believe me, I'm sure you've got your own horror stories. You know, one thing that it has done is it's given us time to tweak and play and change things, and you know, the album is going to sound bigger because of it, because we've had that time. And I think sorry, Scott, go on.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I agree. I think obviously if you weren't there on Saturday, we played a couple of new tunes, and I know people took some photos of the set list, but if you didn't catch up on it earlier, it's those songs aren't available to listen to yet. But obviously there's the track Avarice that you would have heard on Saturday night, and the track Verity in Flames. And I have a promise to Dylan that at the Green Room we'll be playing another new track. So
because it's my favourite.
I don't know if you guys are all right with it, but I reckon we could probably tell the name of a third new track for the album. I mean, nothing more than the title.
No way, don't.
Do you not think so? Well, you'll have to come to Treforest and find out the
James
name
is
of that,
James is just trying to put a safety net down in case we don't learn it in time.
Have you got?
I reckon it'd be fine. It'd be fine. We'll learn it in time, and we've already done it in rehearsal. So you know.
There's a couple of questions here, and I want to make sure we answer those questions. So I heard there was an EP produced. What was on it, and are there any left? So yes, there was an EP in physical format. As far as I know, I can check with Rob, but I don't think there are any left at all. I think it's totally sold out.
Yep.
But
which is amazing, by the way.
I'm just trying to think. I may have one. So, Seaton, maybe send us a message, and I'll see if I can dig one out. What was on it? Dissident, Ghosts of Our Memories, and Divide, wasn't it? Yeah. So the first three tracks are what were on that CD. And then Kaz is asking, have you got a name for the album yet, or is it still a secret?
Oh, yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have a name, and it's a secret. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
Well, it is kind of, and it is kind of not.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, well, it depends how much attention you pay, but.
Yes,
no one. You can, if you're really paying attention. That name has been out for a while, but yeah. Is it? It's on iTunes. It is. Yeah, you can stream that EP and all the songs on Spotify, etc. But I'm assuming, Seaton, you want a physical copy, so I will, after the feed now, check, because I think I might have one. But obviously, I'll send a message, DM Will or whatever, and we'll try and see if we can sort that out.
Yeah, definitely get in touch, because we can probably dig one out. But I think as far as the stock goes, unbelievably, we sold them all.
It's sold out. It's literally sold out, which is incredible. And thank you all so much. It's just mind blowing. So the album is titled. We believe. Yeah, we think. I mean, obviously, it's there. So yeah, it's. We literally at Fuel, our producer was there on Saturday. Again, I don't want to nerd out too much on music production, but his name is. Yeah, well, me and you can. Yeah, we were chatting to Ramesh, a chap called Ramesh Dangoda, and he's worked on all kinds of unbelievable stuff. Bring Me the Horizon, Bullet for My Valentine, Motorhead, The Blackout, Funeral for a Friend. List is endless. So yeah, he literally was there Saturday and said, yeah, some of them are done now. But to give you an idea, just so that you do understand, we haven't even heard the final versions of some of those songs yet. We haven't even had them back yet.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting. We haven't even heard the last few tracks on the album yet. So, but I don't think it'll be long. But yeah, that will be a pretty exciting time when we get those, and maybe there'll be a whole Blacklist around. Wow, we've just got the tracks back, so we've heard them for the first time, and we can talk about those a little bit more. Be pretty.
And they were terrible.
Yeah, exactly. They were terrible. Yeah, they were shit. The guitar playing was terrible. Drums were off. Oh, Will, you got a beanie on. I just saw that. Wow.
This is
Will
like,
is the only member,
what's that? What's
Will is
that?
the only member of Black Lakes that has a branded beanie right now.
What's the shopping channel? Is that QVC or whatever?
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I need to be like, oh, and these beanies are available right now. If you visit our website, that is blacklakes.bigcartel.com, and enter the promo code BLKLST for free shipping for the next 2 hours.
And if you act fast within the next half an hour, you'll get a second one for free.
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't.
That's a lie.
But if you act fast in the next half hour, you might get the one with my hair in it.
Yeah, funny enough, George is saying that logo is so freaking awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh, we absolutely killed ourselves over this logo.
It's technically our third logo. We had the original one, and then I'm not going to go into to too much about why we decided, but just in case there was the wrong ramifications with that logo, we changed it. They were pretty happy with the second one, but we didn't feel it was quite simple enough. So if you've got a copy of the EP, that's got that logo on it, and a few other things. The original T-shirt's got that logo on it too. But yeah, we are, I think, very, very, very delighted, settled, and happy with. We were
desperate to settle on something that was simple yet did exactly what we needed it to do. We didn't want a logo that was just a logo for logo's sake. It needed to have a point or a purpose. The logo, I mean, you know, it says it is exactly what it says it is.
To say this, I've got like a whole bit that I want to talk about the logo on at some point. I don't know whether we there's so much involved in that logo that you know, we would love to let the inner Blacklist know about. But
definitely, I'll tell you what we do need though.
It's been part of our evolution, and you know, if you've been there here at the start, you'll have seen us progress. You know, sonically, from every angle, whether it be merch, whether it be our performance, whether it be our songs. You know, it's just nice to be evolving, and absolutely. I think it's really cool that we're doing something like this and speaking to people who are interested in, you know, what's going on. Like, can you imagine back in the day when you were first turned on to music, having this opportunity to speak to one of your favorite bands? I'm not saying the people listening are a favorite band, but you know, I would never say that. But how cool is that people out there can tune in and ask a question about, you know, so when's the album coming out? What kind of guitar do you play? What kind of you know, anything that you're interested in knowing about us, and we feel comfortable sharing that. It's this is what we're here for. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Thanks. I completely agree with you, James. The democratization of the internet is phenomenal. Like the ability to just, I mean, I've spoken to people that I really like.
George.
To reply. I know. This is, I love it.
Take your money, take our money. Jeez, we tried.
We've got people helping each other out. So yeah, hoodies are coming.
They're so expensive.
They are in the way. But we had to prioritize a few other things at the moment. But yeah, funny enough, that hoodie with that logo, it's coming.
It is coming, yeah.
Thanks, man. We appreciate that. I just think it's lovely because we've got people already in the feed helping each other out with go here, do this. It's just the community of the internet, and like James said earlier, I think if we can always use that for the positive and the good, I think that's just an incredible thing.
That's the point of the Blacklist, man.
100%. We are all incredibly passionate, and maybe me more than most, of pushing things about helping people out and trying to do this. I mean, I tell you what, one thing on Saturday, man, they schooled us. Scarlet Rebels collecting for their food bank. That was a genius idea.
Absolutely
amazing.
Awesome.
Fair play, lads.
Yep.
Getting that happening.
Yep.
Unbelievable. So I'm sure we'll do that at some point as well, because that's just a brilliant. I love that. And I just want to say what Kaz said about the logo having a point and a purpose. It has both of those things, which will be revealed and talk about it. There's more behind it than just looking cool. There's a lot of thought that went into that and what that logo 100%. Is and what it means and why.
We got 5 minutes until we hit the hour mark, and I don't think we should go past an hour mark because, you know.
Mad.
Okay,
We'll
Who in
drop
the
shot the
back
hoodies.
is gonna get,
Very much.
who's going to get a tattoo of the logo first?
Oh.
Me.
I know,
I'm gonna get a tattoo of the logo first. I've always said this.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think you do it.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's an amazing idea with the food bank thing. But
Okay.
yeah.
What if like we say to people like get the logo, you know, done here, and then you've got like free pastoral gigs and stuff for life.
James, wait. When he says that, what he means is if you get the logo tattooed on you, James will buy your ticket for life.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, I've been in a band before where someone had their logo tattooed on, and that's just a mind blower. Like, wow, you got our logo tattooed on your arm, that's mad. But if anybody feels ballsy enough and ready to have the Blacklist tattooed, if you want to send that in, we'll make sure that you get well looked after if you're at a show or, you know, on the socials, etc. Well, it's going crazy at the thought of the tattoos. Wow.
Karen, I'm thinking like here. Maybe not. Maybe I'll go on my arm. I'll go here. Christ, you guys are in the way. I'll go on this little blank space over here. I got one on this arm, which is my favourite band. So I should get one on this arm that is the band I'm in.
Yeah.
My second favourite band.
Did you do Blacklist on your knuckles? BLKLSD.
Now we're talking.
I've thought about a few things, but like Will said, we're just worried a little bit at the moment that people don't think Blacklist is the name of the band. So, you know, I've thought about how do you get Black Lakes on there, but yeah, not quite yet. So I would love to talk to Blacklist about ink in a future episode. It's blown up when we talked about ink. I think someone rocking out with us said she was the first to get the South of Salem tattoo. Amazing. I'm getting tattooed on my forehead. Nice. That's what we're talking about. No. I have no arm space. And someone wants to know, Will, well, obviously you already answered it, where are you going to get a tattoo? So, you know, maybe a final Blacklist exclusive. I don't know, Dylan, have you got any tattoos? Because
I don't. But
I'm not tattooed either.
I am looking to book my first one in now.
Yeah, indeed. So maybe Dylan and I will get our very first ink with.
Ignore what everyone says, Dylan. They are pain free.
Shall we go and hold hands?
Yeah.
Oh, you can get each other's names tattooed across your knuckles.
Yeah, and have it. I'll be like this, dude. What does mine say?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It says Dylan.
Yeah. What does mine say? Scott. Dylan. That'd be pretty amazing to yeah. So no, yeah. Wow. How is it an hour like?
I know. Right. We've got a minute left. I think, 2 minutes, well, a minute and 30 seconds-ish. I just want to say, before we end, that once again, this has been a highlight of the week for me. Like a real pickup point. It's better than Fridays for me, this. It really does mean a lot to me. And I'm sure you guys feel the same. There's a lot of awesome energy that comes through doing this, and it's super encouraging, rewarding, and like it really feels good. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm just throwing it out there that I love this. I love this community.
I only think because I have to be like it just does my head in. It's boring. No, of course not. The exact opposite. Well, I'm not ready to gush quite that much, but and I mean that as it's like comfortable sharing my emotions. But yeah, mind blown that this many people want to come on and chat with us. So.
All right,
absolutely brilliant.
Let's do it. Jerry Springer, final thoughts. Dylan?
Thanks,
like
Dylan.
James?
I think it was the great Mark Twain who said, no amount of evidence can make an idiot change his mind.
Scott?
Well, if we're going on quotes, I heard a great one the other day, which is that death is not the opposite of life. Life has no opposite. Birth is the opposite of death. Life is unique. And for me, it's just amazing to have you guys with you. And every single one of you is appreciated. And we thank you very, very much for being with us. And like Will, I cannot wait for next Wednesday just to chat to you guys about tattoos, Pixar, and, you know, or any other kind of crap that enters in our mind. Is so much fun.
Right, that is awesome. That is 1 hour that we have filled of your time. So we're going to leave it there. My quote for the evening is going to be, if you like what you've seen, why don't you just like and subscribe, hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe icon, and we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining us for this Blacklist broadcast, and we will see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Can't wait, guys.
Stay
Looking forward to
safe.
it. Take care, everyone.